So I started college at 16 and a lot of people ask me how I did it and why I did it. I entered through applying to the University of Washington's Robinson Center program, the UW Academy program. And you essentially apply in your sophomore year of high school in 10th grade. If you get accepted, you jump straight into being a full-time UW student. You skip your junior and senior year of high school and you do not receive a high school diploma. For additional context, I am an in-state student. I live relatively close to the University of Washington and I attended what I would call a feeder school into the University of Washington. I also demonstrated maturity in my application and why I was ready to start university early. I also think that having strong recommendations from your teachers can also help. Because I applied during COVID, I did not have to take the SAT or the ACT. I decided to do the program because I saw that many of the graduates from my high school ended up going to the University of Washington, so I thought that it definitely couldn't hurt if I were to just apply because it doesn't affect your chances if you apply in senior year, in your 4th year of high school, so you might as well try your chances. I did like the idea of just getting college admissions and applications over with, and I also thought that it would be nice to be ahead in life by 2 years. I didn't think that I would be missing out on too much by missing 2 years of high school. People ask how the transition was like for me. I think that it was fine because I had it during COVID. So it wasn't a huge drastic difference whether I went back to high school or versus I went back to college. I think it was definitely a unique experience. I'm proud to say that I did it. A lot of people automatically think I'm smart just because I did it. Was it worth it? I would say personally it was worth it, but it is dependent on everyone's experiences. I will say that a potential downside would be missing out. If you are very outgoing, I don't think you'll have this issue, but if you're not exactly the type to put yourself out there, I think that you may struggle more than other people who are of the same age. Did people know I was 16? No, they did not, because I'm tall and the way I style myself and the way I act, people typically just thought that I was either 18 or 20, which was reasonable. I would say it was pretty amusing being one of the youngest in college and younger than everyone else, and people are like, how are you here? Like, you are an infant, go back home. I did typically tell people my age because I just thought it was really funny and I didn't like the idea of being thought of as older than I really was. People also asked how I felt about missing out on prom and other high school experiences. For me, because I went to a very competitive STEM school, I didn't really think of normal high school experiences as what I was going for. It was more about getting into college and preparing myself to move on to my next stage of life and being a competitive applicant. I also had the opportunity in college to take a lot more courses that I was interested in. I was able to take dance classes and I even studied abroad twice when I was 18. I lived quite far from my high school and I also had to wake up really early, but given that I dormed when I started college, I no longer had that issue. So now I was able to wake up way later for my classes and I didn't have to worry about the commute. So it sounds like a really great program. I had a really good time. It doesn't affect your student life, classes you have to take, and things like that. Now, whether you should do it or not, I think that it really depends on what you're hoping to get out of it. If you have a good idea of what you want to do, I think this is a fantastic opportunity. However, if you think you need more time exploring what you want to do, I don't think that this is the best program necessarily because the University of Washington is known for its capacity constrained programs and thus makes it really difficult to explore and spend time finding what you want to do because then your peers are somewhat ahead of you and it can be quite daunting knowing that you don't have 100% chance of getting the major that you want. I did put myself out there. I joined a bunch of clubs. I tried a lot of different experiences. I wasn't shy to talk to other people and I knew that I wanted to study abroad and broaden my horizons, so I think that I was able to take good advantage of this program. At the end of the day, I don't think it hurts to apply. There is an application fee and it takes more effort, but it doesn't hurt your chances in the future, and I think that overall later on you can decide whether you would like to accept your offer or not. So yeah, that's how I started going to college at 16. It was definitely a unique experience, and if I were to go back in time, I think I would have done it again. But if I were to tell myself a piece of advice, it would just be do more things, try more things, talk to more people, and also apply for internships earlier on. Don't let your age stop you. If you have any more questions about my experience or about this program, drop them down below in the comments. Give this video a like and follow and subscribe for more. Bye!